Alright, sup everybody, welcome back to the Path of Rage and our ongoing Starfield playthrough. We close out the one mission with the various families in the defensive pack, and we start a new one involving the colony ship that left Earth 200 years in the past. It's an interesting set of missions, I hope you enjoy it, and let's get stuck in. Alright folks, so we just finished off in the last episode shooting down a bunch of pirate ships. I believe I am out of... Oh no, I'm not out of ship parts, okay? So we're going to be fully repaired. We'll have to remember to pick up more. Excuse me, but we're going to pick up exactly where we left off and continue on with failure to communicate. So we got to go talk to the guy that gave us the quest in the first place. Get right back into the action. I'm digging this game, folks. I'm not gonna lie. Is it perfect? No. Do I require it to be? No. I know that there are people who are bitching about this game for reasons. I don't see why. This is exactly the type of game I expected from Bethesda when they announced Starfield.
Strange little creatures we are, bringing the comforts of our own environments with us as we explore places that are wildly hostile to our very existence.
The doors to this place are up in the sky. Okay.
Talk to Alvin. He's in charge.
Glad to hear you're back, safe and sound. Banda, you owe me 30 credits.
You're tougher than I thought.
Easy money. So while you were doing that, I used the communication satellites to triangulate some spacers' chatter.
You did what?
I'm more than just a pretty face. Anyway, there's an old derelict star station the spacers are using as a base. I mean, there's a real outside chance there's a relay or something there, but these spacers aren't the most savvy of customers. I'm telling you, that's where they're holed up.
Okay.
Couldn't say it better myself. There are undoubtedly a lot of spacers there, both ships and men on the station itself.
We need to excise this cancer from our system. Every last one of them.
100% agree. So, oh glorious leader, any words of wisdom or inspiration before we embark?
Yeah, I'm not the rousing speech kind of guy.
So caution's the word of the day. Got it. We need to bring everything we got to bear. There won't be any do-overs on this one. We'll all be waiting for you to jump in.
Okay, I've got to adjust my sound levels. Let me know in the comments, folks, if the... Yeah, it's way too low. Let me know in the comments, folks, how the audio sounds to you guys, if it's alright, if I'm too loud or the game is too loud, either or. I do want to make sure that the videos I'm putting up on YouTube for you guys to watch are at least, you know, audible, if not enjoyable.
I have the place look cleaner than before? Huh. Nah.
Do this.
Ready. Stop.
We gotta keep an eye out for ships we can capture, too. I mean, the Razorback's bitching, and we can build it up and change it all out. That's kind of a plan I have, like I was talking about in a prior episode. But if we can get a better ship across the board by stealing it, great. Or we steal the ship, sell it for a lot of credits, and keep using this one. missiles. Oh, go get this boy.
You ran out of luck.
There goes their
Targets
engine.
lost their shields.
Whoopsie.
Grab drive offline. We're not jumping
Spacer Vulture. No.
You took out their jump drive.
I want to try. I want to try and capture this dude. Arr.
Last mistake you ever made.
What?
Time to die.
Enemy's propulsion systems offline.
I didn't exit out fast enough.
Look alive. Spacer's got reinforcements. More contacts jumping in.
Well, that's not good. Alright, let's just concentrate on killing him. Well, actually, we're gonna go for this. I need more ship parts. I got some. I don't want a Scarab. I know that's a less effective
Target's
vehicle than
grab
what I
drive
have.
is offline. Nice work.
I want to try and capture this thing. This tier 30 dude. Takes a while for these things to reload.
You're no match for us.
Oh, I almost hit him. Yeah, I don't want a Scarab either.
Target's grab drive is down.
There we go.
So,
Let's see if I can get this
Out of
boy.
commission.
Oh, they're gonna kill him.
Got the craft drive. Get it working.
Yeah, they're gonna get him before I can do anything.
The sky's clean. Everyone, start boarding the star station. It's time to reclaim this system for good.
We're of course gonna get all the loot first. Didn't actually take that much damage. That was all right. Yeah, you know what? There's another thing to comment in the comments below. Oh, I'm full. Crap. That means I'm gonna have to drop stuff if we get ship parts. Which is the clue? That one, I guess. Yeah, let me know in the comments below when it comes to playthroughs like the Starfield one here. Would you rather I keep talking or just shut up? I'd be interested in hearing. I know sometimes I want yeah, I can't take anything. I know sometimes I want to just hear the game. If that's what you guys prefer, let me know. Okay, we gotta stop here. Oops. Ah, yes. My inventory. Spacer Scare. Ship parts. Ah. Gotta take stuff out of the hold to make room.
Can I help?
Not at the moment, but thank you. Resources. I'm gonna be way overweight soon. That should have done it. Base parts are, I believe, 10 per. Yep. And oh yes, folks, we are going to loot it all. Okay. There's more this way. This movement system takes a bit of getting used to. There's a lot of float. Doesn't exactly follow your cursor. Absolutely take that. So many. Lemonade longsword? Lemaire longsword. Okay, that's... Oh, those are our allies. Okay. Problem is, I don't know which one of these I've already gotten. Check this one, then the one to the right, and then go in those top 3 there. Checking for ship parts. Take any more. Alright, c'est la vie. Let's just go to the ship here. Problem is, we're already overburdened on our character. Here we go.
We have a clean dock, right on the money.
I hope so. Docking is something we do often. We should be good at it.
Captain, greetings.
Progress to hostilities already.
Gun is awesome. There we go.
Exterior plating damaged. There are no more.
I don't even have to aim. Well, there is one more. And yes, even with a full inventory, I am absolutely
messing
looting.
with these robot pods. Might be.
Check current user.
Worth checking out.
They didn't come up. Ah, there we go.
currently engaged in the completion of my assigned task. Please do not interfere. Because I do not experience boredom, I excel in the performance of menial tasks.
It's like some horrible fusion of the thing, but with, you know, cargo boxes. I don't want to touch it. We'll run away from it. I'm afraid. Oh, there's a nice big giant vent here. With an aminal. Heat leech. It would have actually been awesome if I'd have noticed that earlier.
Whoa.
I could have snuck
Icy
in there.
cold blast right up my backside. Nope. Don't like that.
Okay. I could have, if they weren't already fighting, I could have snuck in there and, you know, set the robots loose on the guys from behind. That would have been fun.
This unit is performing a software update. Please do not attempt further conversation. Please wait. Generating suitable greeting. Hello, traveler.
Well, hello, traveler. That is a suitable greeting. Let's get this last dude who is cowering in fear in this office. Oh, another spacesuit. Oh, he's not in an office. Okay, what do we got here? Like that? Absolutely. Nope. Nope. There's actually a mod I'm thinking of grabbing for this game that when you turn on your scanner like that, it doesn't show things that you can't sell that are just useless items. I actually don't mind. You get used to what you're gonna pick up and not gonna pick up sooner or later. Look at this. Not sure why there's like a haze in here. You can be assured with this game, folks, mods are absolutely going to be part of the playthrough.
Hey, there's the ship. Beautiful as ever.
Oh yeah, there it is. Didn't even notice because of that haze. Gun hits like a truck.
Light him up!
You went flying. Rag dolls all the way.
Bad choice.
Oh, I thought he went in here. We'll
run
loot
too.
after.
Well, they don't.
Baser communication.
Listen up, scumbags. The assholes are on the move, and we've got to be ready. No, not the
Oh, we've
UC,
already seen,
not the
heard that.
Freestar Collective. The ones that matter.
Yeah.
Pirates.
Need
We've
it
heard
now.
that before. Yeah, get him with the arc welder. Holy crap! And yet they're not really damaging me. I'm actually surprised I'm not overburdened. Oh, come on! Oh, this thing hits like a truck at range, man.
Best you can do! Can't see!
Got him.
Enemy activity detected.
Oh, I'm out of ammo. All right. So we cleared them out, and now we loot all their ammo, digipicks. We loot this place in full. Apparently a rivet is ammo. Over here, a coachman, no. Semi-metal wafer. No. No. I can't say I'm a fan of this foggy look. Always take the digipicks. Prototype equipment. Okay. Corrosive bolter shotgun. Cool. This contraband. Do I take it? I've got shielded cargo. That means I have a chance to sell this. That's a lot of money. I don't think I'm that worried about it though. To be honest. Oh. Yeah, because I've got 50,000. That is almost 13. Just over 12. You can only sell this at certain places. I was wrong about that Proxima. That dude is not there. There is a dude that takes contraband, no questions asked. I don't know where he's at the moment, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Okay, we've got this area all fully explored. Stuck on him. We got safes here.
Seems like they're not in a hurry to break into that gal bank safe. Wonder why.
I wonder why too. Only the stolen safe key can unlock. Oh. There's... Oh no, it takes us back here, okay. One of these guys should have the key. We have to keep an eye out for it. Parrot just randomly jumping for no reason.
All yours.
Of course it is. I took it. Where is this safe key? Okay, we're back to here. I'm not talking to them yet. I need to find this safe key first. Okay, where did I... The actual captain? Okay, so that's the captain, and he doesn't have the key. Which is odd. I would have thought that he would have. Wonder if he was on a body downstairs.
This is the first deep breath I've taken in months. I make no illusions. You did this, and now it's up to us to keep it going. Very diplomatic. It's horseshit, of course, but it sounded nice. The rest of the families and I, well, we chipped in for a reward. I know it's probably a pittance compared to what someone like you makes, but we're just dirt poor farmers and miners just trying to get by. I think I need to shut up now. Don't want to get... Who the hell knows? We're coming off a victory, so that might buy us a honeymoon period. But maybe it'll last. Don't you dare! I have my precious reputation to maintain. If you ever are in this system, you come back and visit. We'll give you a warm welcome for the ages.
Okay, there's that. I'm gonna go back downstairs and recheck those bodies. I want the key to that dock. Or key to that safe. Not that I noticed it so far.
We did it! We did it!
May as well, right?
If you are in need of supplies, I suggest speaking with the nearby humans.
Can't open that. Yeah, I'm just not seeing this key anywhere.
I'm alive. I'm alive, right?
You are incredible.
Yes. Yes, I am.
I'm alive. I'm alive, right?
We did it! We did it!
I notice they only become jubilant about that stuff when I get there. Like right beside them.
Hello.
You are incredible.
Yes, I am. So... that tells me that there's another spot in this station I should be able to get to. Maybe not. Nah, screw it. If this was a solo play, and I wasn't recording to try and show you guys stuff that you want to see or whatnot, I would spend the next hour combing this place for that key.
We did it!
Captain, hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived.
Shotgun!
Well, that's very nice of Roscoe, isn't it? Or
I'm
Bosco.
listening.
Alright, so we're going to sit down and we are going to fly to New Atlantis, do some sales of our gear and our excess inventory, and then take on another mission.
Pressure normalizing. Undocking complete.
Alpha Centauri it is.
Hey, you might want this.
I'm pretty certain I don't. Ah, damn it, this is not where I wanted to be. I want to be in the spaceport. Did it auto-pick
That
another
is
mission for
convenient.
me? Ah, yes. Okay. We're gonna go do this next.
But riding right after eating can give you stomach aches.
Buy some more ship parts.
If it belongs on your ship, then oh, please take a look.
Okay. This is on. I'm gonna sell. $190. Jeez. That does corrosive damage. That's still 100. Sell that. That's also a shotgun, which we're gonna sell. We got this one now. There's no point in carrying tons and tons of weapons. Got all the ammo we need. Ah, I will keep this to give to one of the NPCs. Nope. So from inventory. This is where we just sell everything. Ah. Buy. Hey, ship. Oh. Now we can sell some more stuff, because ship parts are not cheap. I don't know why I have all of this. Like, I honestly don't know why I had all of that. So, weapons, sell. Them. Okay, we just got a ton more money. Not selling ammo. I don't even know why that's in the Razorback. I'm gonna have to get that. Ah. Okay. There we go.
Thanks for coming in.
I love how I just sold a ton of stuff, bought a ton of stuff, and when I stopped, just shook her head at me. There's a quest for a bartender in there. But it involves crime, if I recall correctly. I'm not really ready to do that one just yet.
Having a good one? You will be scanned as you enter the city.
One thing I am hoping for is continued performance updates for this. Because as fun as this game is, as good as it looks, it doesn't run all that well.
Need some work done?
So, yes. Ah. Get it. Why? Nope, can't do anything of that. Alright, so. The rest we'll put in. Oh, I just realized I might not have finished that. Get the next level in piloting, I think it was, wasn't it? Or payloads? There we go. More capacity. That is the one I wanted. I had to do grab jumps with full capacity, so we're good now. Let's do something in our weapon. I know there are people who really want to play with like optimized builds and all that kind. I'm not concerned. I play with what I find is fun. If I find a better weapon, great.
My cozy slippers.
But I'm going to use the ones I like, and same with the skills. Transfer. I've only got one digipick left? Ooh. I had credits on the Razor Leaf, of all things. That was weird. Okay, I can get rid of all that when I get to a planet. It's on the Razor Leaf. Helmets, put this in here. Oh, I've got 14 of them. Okay. Okay, now pick our next mission. Oh, first contact. And this is that spaceship. I'm pretty certain. That one that we saw floating in space, the derelict. We're gonna go check out what that is. One thing I love about Bethesda games, like, you just... There's more and more and more to find, no matter how big or small the space is.
Orbit locked.
Alright, so...
You just look at that view.
Teleport there. I want to try and do as little fast travel as possible. I find that the exploration feels more like exploration and travel feels more like travel if you're not just picking your destination and landing there instantly.
No matter how many times we jump, it never gets
Probably because it comes from being a Star Citizen fan. Odima. Gonna go back to Paradiso.
I have something for you.
Yes, you do, I'm sure.
Hello, Captain. Yes, this is yours now.
Alien pie. Okay. So all the amps. Nothing that is treatment. Oh! Restores 7% health for 5 seconds. So the med pack is still better, isn't it? 4% health for 10 seconds. Oh, alright. Okay. Sell from ship inventory. Oh, never mind. Sell the ones we can. And we can't buy ship parts here. Alright, there we go. Save the game. Now, we gotta go talk to the boss man. Oh, no way. Did I not notice this before? When we came to the planet? Is there a place to sell and buy in here? Maybe.
Paradiso Security's only here for your safety. Pretend we're not even here. Hope you're staying safe out there.
Yes, we will not steal from people in the middle of the police station. Excuse me.
Welcome to Paradiso. Jiro Sugiyama at your service. Do you have a security concern, or is there something else I can help you with? Ah, yes, of course. I'm glad you came. As you can imagine, we're in a bit of a predicament. Under normal circumstances, we would not enlist outside help in this manner. But this is a matter we can't afford to worry our guests about. As such, we need to handle this discreetly. Failure on your part to do so could have severe consequences. So, before we proceed, can you swear not to discuss this with anyone else unless explicitly directed to do so?
Sure.
Great. I appreciate it.
Why not?
Not too long ago, a strange and enormous ship appeared in Parima space. It is now locked in orbit around our planet. So far, it doesn't seem to be hostile, but any attempts to communicate with it have been in vain, so we're unsure of the ship's intentions. It bears no discernible markings or allegiances to any manufacturers we're aware of. I'm hoping that doesn't mean we're dealing with some sort of new deep space threat. Not quite. It took some time, but we received a transmission. It was all, pardon the phrasing, it sounded almost alien, like nothing anyone's heard before. Clicks, distorted groans, buzzing, really disturbing sounds. Now, one of our engineers says it could just be some busted comm equipment or incompatible signals, but we're not sure. So far, no one's disembarked from the ship, no landing craft, nothing. We don't have the staff or ships to spare, otherwise we'd dock with it and attempt to board. It is. Whatever's going on, we need to approach this with care. First, see if you have more luck communicating with them. If not, you may have to try boarding. Whatever you do, it's important to remember to seek diplomacy with who or whatever's on board. As soon as you have any more information, report to Oliver Campbell. He's the CEO of Paradiso. All formal decisions will need to go through him, and he'll have your pay. Good luck.
All right. This is the one thing I love, just absolutely love about Bethesda games, is that you just never run out of things to do. Like, as much as I've played Skyrim, there comes a point where, yes, you'll finish everything, but there are so many side quests and so many just random encounters that turn into something. It's awesome.
This little tin can protects us from certain death constantly, without fail. So far, anyway.
Time to leave this place behind. We're locking into orbit now.
All right. Obviously that's not going to work, so let's get closer to this thing. Dock with it. Actually, before we dock, let's take a quick look at it. Different looking. Looks like a human ship. Are we about to see aliens? I don't think so. It looks like a human ship.
All right, let's cycle that airlock and get aboard.
Yes, let's.
Captain, it is pleasant to see you.
Stay alert. Weapons at the ready.
Remain calm. You're human. Oh, we're human. From the planet Earth in the Sol system. It's just that we weren't expecting to find life, let alone human life out here. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
Welcome back to the rest of humanity. You're no longer alone.
Perhaps we should greet our guests.
Of course. Manners. I'm Captain Diana Brackenridge. This is Security Officer Bomani Reader. And this is Dr. Mabuti da Costa, one of our elders.
A pleasure to meet you.
Why do I recognize that name? Breckenridge.
You've come aboard the Earth colony ship Constant. Generations ago, we set forth from the planet Earth with the mission of colonizing a new habitable world in the spirit of our ancestors nearly a millennium ago. I see. As you may have presumed, we're in a bit of a bind. Our ship has finally completed its near 200-year journey from Earth, only to find our new home seemingly colonized by, well, we don't know. Communications haven't been successful, so your arrival is fortuitous. Perhaps you'd be willing to act as a middle person between ourselves and the others. We're not entirely sure. Our engineers believe it's possible that our technology just isn't compatible with theirs. All we hear when using them to communicate with anyone is a bunch of disturbing noise. It gave me the heebie-jeebies at first.
Yeah.
Well, the short answer is, we didn't. It's a generation ship, which is to say that most of us lived long, happy lives on board and passed our mission down to our children. It was never intended that the original crew would make it to our destination. The goal was always the preservation of the human race above all else. Though, it would seem that was perhaps a bit presumptuous. We do. Well, sort of. We saw structures using our surveying equipment. We've also seen the various ships pass us by. Some even seemed to want to communicate, but couldn't. Of course, we had no idea that they were being piloted by other humans. Ah, your question confirms one of our recent theories. It would seem that some form of faster-than-light travel or space-bending technology was invented during our long journey. That would explain why we would find people this far out into space. I guess technology leapfrogged us at some point. Interesting. I can only imagine that our predecessors didn't believe the technology would ever work, and so they made the decision to leave when they did.
So, think about that. You leave Earth on a spaceship, knowing you'll never reach your destination, but your kids will reach the destination. And you get there only to find out that other people have already reached the destination. God, that would suck.
Oh yes, of course. Where are my manners? Now then, please follow me. There's much to discuss first. We'll speak more on the matter once we reach the bridge.
Okay.
Dr. DaCosta,
Brackenridge, not Breckenridge.
Thank you, Captain.
I will follow you to the bridge, ma'am, for security purposes.
I do not believe we have need to fear our guest, but I'll allow it if you insist. Welcome to the Earth colony ship Constant. In the early 2100s, my ancestor, Rupert Brackenridge, researched a number of scientific scenarios: climate change, asteroid impact, nuclear war, global pandemic, and more. Each scenario showed the likelihood of an extinction-level event to be within 50 years. He fully believed Earth was destined to be rendered uninhabitable. We've always assumed that's what happened.
Now that we know
he
it's
gathered
out
the
there,
best and brightest he could find, built the Constant, and set a course for this planet here. We were told that it was the largest, most advanced ship ever constructed on Earth at the time. If you can believe, entire generations have been born, lived, and died on this ship. It really goes to show that there are no limits to human ingenuity and perseverance.
Just stay out of trouble.
Careful waving that fancy gun around. You don't need to see what it can do.
So, here we are.
I didn't realize I was waving it around.
It's like we're walking in a time capsule here. I cannot imagine how hard this was to maintain.
Can I get a status update?
Everything's quiet for now, but I'll let you know if I see anything.
All right, UA. I think I'm coming up on 6 years now. I was only a teenager when my father died, passing command of the ship to me, as is tradition. Because of that, I've had to sort of learn as I go along, instead of taking years of study and apprenticeship under the prior captain. I think some people on the ship resent me for not having the level of experience as my predecessors. But at the same time, without my command, we likely wouldn't have made it here so quickly. A bit frazzled, as you can imagine. People are anxious about discovering that we're not alone, and also worried about what will come to pass. While we hope we can work out a deal with the people on the surface, they seem reluctant to reach out, so there's no telling what will come of that. I do know that we can't afford to stay here in orbit forever. The ship was built to sustain us for many years with backup provisions just in case, but even that will come to an end eventually. Difficult is the wrong word. It can be both challenging at times and also exciting. Our mission was to rebuild humanity on a distant world, believing that we were Earth's last hope. To think that while there has always been a Brackenridge in the captain's chair, that I am the one to finally oversee our journey's end is truly exhilarating. But with this stumbling block in our path, at this final moment, I fear tough choices will need to be made. Well, as I mentioned, we've been unsuccessful in communications with anyone up until you arrived, though not for lack of trying. But since you're asking, maybe you'd be willing to be a sort of diplomat between us and them as we attempt to resolve our situation. Does that sound agreeable to you?
Yeah, I can do that. Why not? Excuse me.
Ah, so they have a name. Paradiso. And it sounds promising that they sent you here to speak with us. You see, we intended to settle here, but we assumed that they intend to defend their claim given their presence here. We'd like you to go speak to them on our behalf and help us negotiate a solution, preferably one that favors us. Based on the data our ancestors had when they launched this endeavor, it was determined that this was the perfect planet for us. Even if we had another viable candidate planet, we lack the resources to get there. And as you know, it took us 200 years to get here. Our people have no desire to go back to drifting the stars so their children's children can possibly settle on an inferior planet.
Fair enough. All right.
Excellent. Make no mistake, this is our planet, and we intend for them to see this our way. So, speak with their leadership and see if you can negotiate a solution on our behalf. Preferably, get them to see things our way. Report back to me and let me know what they say, and we'll go from there. We thought about it, but it simply won't do. I need to think about the distant future of our people. Sure, our first settlement may be small, but our predecessors dreamt of our new civilization spreading across the globe. That will be difficult if someone else plans to do the same. While we're not completely close to the idea of sharing, it's much easier if we have complete domain over this world. Now, it makes little sense to give up before you try. Thank you, and good luck.
Yeah, somehow I don't think the people who've been living there for 200 years are gonna...
Never seen a ship like yours before.
Just give it up.
The Constant is a peaceful ship.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean...
Must have taken some remarkable discipline to get you all here.
Did you pick? And I'm noticing something very interesting here. None of this counts as stealing.
We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
So, we're absolutely gonna loot these guys for everything we can find. Ah, that requires a stealing. I don't have the key, so... Wow, I can't believe I just said that that requires a stealing. Hey look, it's the hydroponics room.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
Star Trek, this is not. Huh.
If the other colonists knew how many times the Constant almost came apart at the seams... Whew. Well, thankfully, I never let it. I was hoping to talk to our visitor from outer space, and here you are! Welcome, welcome! I have a million burning questions, but I won't overwhelm you. There will be plenty of time for that later. Please, indulge me just a couple. How did you do it? Did humanity finally discover faster-than-light travel and eclipse our poor old ship? Oh, I've heard of this technology, but always believed it was theoretical in nature. Maybe we can talk about it in more detail later. I'm sure you have more pressing matters to handle. I've waited this long. What's a little longer, eh? Oh, I've got so many questions, but I'm being rude. I haven't even given you my name. Chief Engineer Kazemi, but you can call me Amin. And, I might add, I'm one of the reasons we're still floating out here today. Yes, of course. And I'll be sure to have many more questions for you. Ah, great question. I do not know for sure, but I can venture a guess. All of the reading I've done on the matter suggests that at the time, there was uncertainty that the technology would ever work, or if it did, that it would work at the scale we needed. So, I trust they made the decision to strike out when they did, fully believing it was the only way. Some may say I'm a master of keeping things together with nothing but duct tape and bubblegum. Well, if we had any gum left. Pretty sure that ran out 100 years ago. When I'm not dealing with catastrophic engine failures, I manage the other engineers. We maintain all the machinery, computers, you name it. We keep the life support on, and the ship flying. Many years ago, when I was a junior engineer, the reactor's computer burned out. The computer that controls the reactor's various regulators. I'll spare you the details, but when that happens, the ship and everyone on it is in danger of turning into a mess of hot slag. I had to jury-rig parts from old media devices to prevent a meltdown. And that's how I became the boss around here. Yes! So many! Does everyone have their own spaceships like you? Do people only live on naturally habitable planets, or did they learn to terraform? Are we in contact with alien species? I have so many more, but I don't want to take up all your time. Disappointing, but not unexpected. When you showed up, I tried to tell the others about the Fermi paradox. I suggested that the most likely explanation for you was that humanity had developed faster, more advanced technology and had leapfrogged us. Seems I was right. I'm not surprised. The amount of energy it would take to terraform an entire planet seems improbable. I can assume these types of colonies are strictly for mining and gathering rare resources, since there are nearly limitless habitable planets to choose from out there. Haha! I knew it! Incredible! Amazing! Simply amazing! In our ancestors' time, only the very wealthy could afford to build ships. Even this ship was only possible by our families pulling together nearly all of their financial resources. Thank you for taking the time to talk with me. I can have a bit of a big personality, I'm told. So let me know if I ever get on your nerves. So long!
I wonder what else is out there.
Been hearing some complaints. There's so much more to learn about now.
We're running low on the
Access denied.
with what you can.
Wow, I've heard about you, but here you are.
Hi there.
Wow. Hi.
Keeping track of all our supplies is more difficult than you might think.
Hey, do you want to play hide and seek later? No, we've already used up all the good hiding places.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
Next to the reactor when I went there with my mom.
Sure is nice to know there are other people out there.
Okay.
I've lived my entire life in the Constant.
Again, if I was just playing this myself, I'd probably take a lot more time to explore this area. What the hell?
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that.
Okay.
Never seen a ship like yours before. Then again, I haven't seen any ships before you arrived. Boy, am I glad you weren't some sort of alien or something.
Now that we know what's out there, things are going to be more interesting.
Alright. Go down to the surface and talk to the boss man.
Captain?
Docking seal released.
I wonder how this quest line is going to turn out. To be very honest. Where's the... There he is. I think I've got repairs to do.
You should inspect your ship for heat leach. Okay, sure. We'll take care of any holes, broken seals, that kind of thing.
Go. Somehow I'm guessing that the
Evening, sir.
CEO of a paradise resort planet is not going to want to give up his planet to the whims of people from space.
An oasis in this hostile galaxy. I hope you brought your swimsuit.
No major incidents in a while. Let's hope it stays that way.
Welcome to Paradiso.
Everything here is a little more expensive than I expected.
Everybody's in
just
speedos.
entered a brochure. I bet they'll bill us for walking through the door.
Yeah.
Please, let the concierge know if you need anything.
Excuse me, you can't just waltz in there. Do you have an appointment? Oh, you're the one they're waiting for then. Do you need anything else from me before you meet with the board? What I could tell you would get me in a lot of trouble. Most of them are typical C-level execs. I doubt you even need to use your imagination for that. The ones that show up to work day to day, at least. I swear, I've never even met some of them, because they chill at their own private, secluded beach homes all the time. Anyway, be smart around Oliver. He's got a way of getting what he wants without you realizing it. And that's all I'll say. People were a little freaked out around here, understandably. It looks so different and it's so massive. We honestly thought we were under attack by an unknown entity. But then, nothing happened. It just stayed there. No one could communicate with it. And we've been very careful not to alert the resort guests. The board believed it would be bad for business.
Yeah, fair enough.
I can't speak for anyone else, but I've got a pretty high-pressure job working as the executive assistant to the Paradiso board. You can imagine, dealing with a team of execs, trying to manage all of their schedules and their other whims. But it pays well, and they give me a nice executive suite at the hotel to live in, so it's not all bad. Free access to all the resort's amenities after work helps too.
There you go.
Sure. Have fun in the shark tank. And don't worry, even they call it that.
We've got some of the best private security in the settled systems.
Thank you for sharing that with me.
I just feel that we should be focusing on the natural beauty of this planet, not our amenities.
There are millions of planets out there. People can go to any one of them. The resort facilities are precisely what we bring to the table. Heck, it's the only thing we've really got to offer.
I don't want to risk us coming off as just another artificial, shady, trash-filled dump like Neon. That's not who we are. We've got something special here. We should embrace that.
Blom's right.
Thank you.
We don't want to compete with Neon. Bayou's ruthless. He'll do anything he can to eliminate the competition. We don't need that kind of trouble. That being said, I think there's a middle ground. Maybe build up the beachfront at a boardwalk amusement park. I've had this idea to build artificial hot springs, that sort of thing.
Sounds good. I'll look into what that will cost us and we can circle back around to this.
Come on, mate. Loads more interesting things to do outside. No need to mill about in here.
I am. And you must be the diplomat Jiro told me about.
Welcome, welcome. Normally I'd offer you an all-inclusive stay at our resort before we spoke. But given the circumstances, I'm gonna cut to the chase. We've got our friends, the aliens, up there, causing all sorts of problems for our resort. You like that? The marketing team came up with it. The thought is, if we can't get rid of them, it might actually attract more tourism. Come see the aliens! We run a premier resort getaway here. We can't have our guests concocting stories about some budgy old ship hanging around up there. As it is, we've had to reroute our luxury liners round the other side of the planet on entry so no one sees it. It's bad for business. We need to nip this in the bud and take care of it before the tourists catch on and cause a scene. You'd be surprised what people fall for. Locally sourced island fruit essences, for instance. It's just the same old fruits brought over from Earth ages ago, but we get nearly 10 times the market for them. But you're right, no one's gonna buy aliens. Remind me to fire the marketing team. So tell me, what's the actual deal with this massive eyesore of a ship, besides scaring people away? Well, that's something. Shame we can't just tell them kindly to bugger off. Something tells me that's not going to work. Now, tell me, what are we going to do about it? Give me some proposals, people. I need something to work with here.
See where this goes.
We could offer to resettle them here. There's more than enough space.
They could stay here, temporarily, but it'll cost them. Quite a bit, too. They'd need to work off all their debts before being allowed to leave.
Maybe not. What if we help them get out of here? Outfit their ship with a grav drive so they can find a new home. We could even lend our engineers to help and give their captain an updated star map. What do you think?
Sounds costly. We can't absorb that cost, and it's unlikely they even have compatible currency, let alone enough for the transaction.
I'm with the dude.
Someone else would have to foot the bill.
Oh, I swear this would be a lot easier if they ceased to exist entirely. Anyway, Seema's got the right idea. Either works for me. Just tell me what you want to do.
So they can live here, but they'd be indentured servants.
We own this planet, they don't. Here at Paradiso, we don't like leaving things to chance. Who knows what these people will do with their land? Imagine the landscaping disasters they might come up with, and how that might mar the satellite imagery of the planet in our brochures. No, much better to assimilate them into our culture if they come here to live, rather than leave it to chance. Well, absurd or not, that's our official stance. I make the decisions that are best for our entire group. You don't. I'm not suggesting anything, other than it would make our lives so much easier if that ship ceased existing. Make of that what you will. We operate outside of the Freestars and the UC, partially because we don't want anyone else meddling in our affairs. And we'd rather not draw attention to it. As I've mentioned, it could be bad for business. We'd much rather settle this independently. It's not our responsibility to bear the brunt of that cost. We're being more than generous by offering the use of our engineering team to help install it. A custom grav drive can't come cheap, and I assume they have neither the monetary means nor the connections to get a hold of that kind of technology. That leaves the only other party in this negotiation. You. Oh, I didn't say that specifically. This would be a mutual contract for room and board in exchange for services rendered. Of course, there's no telling how long this arrangement will last, given the substantial costs we'd need to take on in order to accommodate them here, including their continued room and board. But this may save the resort on operating costs in the long term, as we'd be able to let go of some of our current paid staff.
Yeah, no.
And which proposal will you be taking to the good captain? I assume there's a captain? They'd be hard-pressed to defend their claim in any courts. Our charter goes back years. It was registered with both the UC and Freestar Collective, per the Centaurus Proclamation. We may be outside the settled systems, but that charter's official as can be. I'm sorry, but you're going to need to be the one to break the news to them that they need to make a compromise or leave.
Yeah, I'll buy the
good on
grab
you.
drive.
You want to see a man named Benny St. James over at Hope Tech. He's the best in the business. If anyone can retrofit a 200-year-old ship with a modern grav drive, it'd be him. We'll coordinate our engineering team with his when you return, though you may have to help the Constance engineers prepare for it on their end. Good luck.
There are so many hospitable planets out there. More than enough for everybody. And the best part is, nobody has to die or become indebted or anything. An elegant solution.
Right. On behalf of the Paradiso Group, we appreciate your help.
Hey, if you have time, I've been thinking about some things. Wanted to talk to you about.
With a name like Paradiso, the marketing for this place...
We'll talk to him after we finish this quest. Or we'll talk to him in the lobby. That's fine. I do feel like I need to do a certain amount of role-playing, like not talking about personal matters in a boardroom. Or in a lobby of a hotel, you know?
Every day's nice around here.
See what Barrett has to say.
I've been thinking a lot about my early days in Constellation lately. Got me pretty nostalgic, and I started digging in some old things. Just sort of reminiscing. I found some of Irvin's last messages to me and thought I'd listen to them again to hear his voice. It was surreal, honestly. So, most of the messages were everyday things. Lots of excitedly written news about biodiversity and plant life. But one thing stood out. In one of his messages, he mentioned this job that he took at a mine shortly before he died. He said something terrible was happening there. But the message was garbled after that. True, but this was different. I recognized this pattern from the war. A portion of the message was encrypted. Well, Vasco helped me decipher it. Turns out the message was from Irvin, and he was begging me to help him. The message was short, but his voice was pained. He was so upset. No, he was frustrated and angry. He said they were going to destroy his name. I know this is probably long done, but I heard his voice. I can't just not look into it. So in this message, Irvin said he was being framed. He said they'll do it again. He asked if Constellation could send more help. No, I just thought it was garbled. I just wasn't paying attention. I don't know. Not exactly sure, but he mentioned a court case. So I think there's a paper trail. His former employer's at some job he took before he died. I think it was a mining company. It is, but I was thinking about it and, well, it's still wrong, right? So I figured, hey, I can do some sort of a remote investigation here, see what I can find out. There's gotta be a paper trail, right? Now, I happen to have a trustworthy contact who knows a bit about law and owes me a favor. I'd need to pay in advance in case there are any access fees or bribes.
Yeah, I'll help you.
That works. I'll tell them to go ahead with the investigation. You know, hearing Irvin's voice again made me want to help him, even though I know I can't. Does that make any sense? I appreciate that. It's going to be hard to get some sleep tonight after all this. But the fact that I'm doing something about it might be enough to help. Hopefully poking around in old records doesn't catch the attention of Hephaestus. Well, anyway, I'll let you know if my contact finds anything.
All right.
We try to stay out of the guest's way, but we're always here.
Go to Hope Tech. I thought that would have been on the planet. Okay.
No matter how long we're gone, it's always good to be back.
You gotta admit,
Ship's
it
good.
would be pretty damn
Buckle
cool
up and let's go.
to be able to just hop on a spaceship, go to another planet to visit for a bit, boot around the galaxy. Like, that'd be seriously cool.
Stable orbit achieved. We could stay here for...
Excuse me. Ah.
Ever. Well, for a while anyway.
The way it was positioned made it look like it was on the planet.
Our tiny
Approaching ship, you entered Freestar Collective space.
Maintain
Maintain your current course while we scan for
more.
contraband. Alright, we're done. Welcome to Hopetown.
No point in not boosting to get close. What's going on here? Ah. Okay, I see. I thought I had to land on that station. Hope Tech ships may not be glamorous, but they are dependable. The ship of choice for cargo hauling.
Landing site is sufficient.
All right. This is another shipbuilder. Excellent.
Selling the ship? Getting a new one? Well, this is the place to do it, I guess.
Let's see what the technician has for sale. I'm not opposed to upgrading to a bigger ship.
Got anything you need to... Hey, what can I do for you?
Let's see what he has
Sure
for
you can
sale.
find something you like?
Kind of cool looking. Very limited cargo capacity though, holy cow. 6 crew. It's a beast of a machine compared to what I have, but not for fighting. Yeah, these are all cargo ships. Shackled. No, that's worse than mine in almost every way. Fear. That's a cool looking ship. I like that. And it's got the front facing entryway, which is something I'm absolutely going to do to the Razorback. Probably in the next episode. Oh, that's neat. Very limited cargo capacity, though. Almost looks like the Razorback. Huh, cool. Not any of the ships that I want, though.
Tells everyone you met me, Ron Hope.
I mean, Ron Hope.
Excuse me. A little desperate here. This is such a long shot.
Seems like Hope Town sprang up out of nowhere. But it
All right,
is really
Adela.
hopping, isn't it?
Deep breath. Oh, God. Right. When I signed on to be a freight captain, I was expecting long hours and dull routes. And now I'm a hair away from being executed. Or worse. Where to start? So, I fly a rust bucket called the Markab for a small shipping line. It just started, really. We do bulk shipping, boring stuff like actuators and seed stock and minerals. Have you ever had a standard, boring job just blow up in your face?
Story
You
of my
get
life.
it then.
Guy's just walking.
So, I just got assigned to the Markab. The first shipment? Slag steel. Nothing special. As soon as I left Neon and got scanned, things got crazy. Spacers, Freestar security, the works. Everyone demanding I power down, hand over the contraband, or sometimes just firing first. I skipped the system, ditched the cargo, and have been running ever since. It gets even worse. A tracker just landed, and I just know he's hunting a bounty. Me. But the trick is, everyone knows the ship. But my info isn't in the database yet. All they got is my last name, Fahim. So if you go into the pit stop and claim you're Captain Fahim of the Markab, maybe you can deal with the tracker?
No.
I can't say that I blame you. I am so dead.
No. I'm not interested in
I don't want to hear any complaints.
I am definitely not going to play this character as Mr. Goody Two-Shoes that does just everything.
Keep an eye on your valuables.
Hope Tech is the everyday working person's ship.
Hello.
Weird place for a worker to be.
Oh, hello. Someone worth paying attention to. Oh, hello. I'm not used to people wanting to talk to me. Sure, that sounds like me. What can I do for you? I'm a little busy, but I think I could spare some time. Oh, you should have just said that. Of course I can help you. Oliver sent a courier ahead of you. I did some research on ships from that era, and I have a decent idea what we're dealing with. So grav drives didn't really take off until after the ship was built. But I've got access to an ancient grav drive that looks like it could be compatible. It's some minor adjustments. It's in good shape, too. Parts not cheap, though. Neither is the labor. Just pay the combined cost of parts and labor, and it's yours.
40,000.
You're darn right it is. I'll get to work on it right away. I recommend you go back to the ship and ask the captain to prepare for its retrofit. Standard stuff. I'm sure they have an engineer on board to help. We'll send the part along when it's ready and install it with the help of Oliver's people. Pleasure working with you.
Oh boy, I better get a good reward out of this quest. Holy crap. Again though, this is the awesomeness of Bethesda games.
We'd be dust.
That last one was a ton of combat, and this one is a bunch of talking to people or whatnot and putting your own money on the line.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah, I definitely want the entrance on the front of the ship again. So I think that's the way we're gonna go, folks. Finish this episode out with this mission or all
Breathe
that,
in that technically suitable
and
air.
then the next mission, we're going to go into one of the builders, probably the Deimos. I like their stuff, the looks of their ships, and we'll tweak the Razorback to a little bit more what we like.
We are cleared for liftoff. Pumping retros. Orbit achieved. Stabilizing. Done.
I do have to find out where that one dude that you can sell contraband is at. For certain. Because I don't want to stop leaving that, or I don't want to keep leaving that stuff
Been a good
behind.
jump. We're still in one piece.
Ship is now docked. Perfect. Didn't even smudge the paint.
Alright, let's see what they have to say. Excuse me.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers. Careful waving that fancy gun around.
You don't need to see what it can do.
I'm not waving a gun around.
People always... I can't tell you how many times I've had to make do with inelegant solutions to complex technical problems. What grab drive? Just joking with you. The Paradiso engineers filled me in. Okay, let's see what we need to do. All right. This will be fun. And hopefully there will be no explosions in the process. I've just received word that the drive is here. Ready to get to work? Great, great, great! There are 3 preparations I need you to help me make while I set things up on my end. First thing I need you to do is reroute the power from the port turbo pump to the auxiliary cryogenic radiator. Then, turn the plasma runoff inhibitor function to 5%. Last, you'll need to decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly. Got it? Let's hop to it!
Okay. I should have written that down. What was the auxiliary? Check our mission a bit. Reroute power from the port turbo pump to the auxiliary cryogenic radiator. There we go. Port cryo pump to the auxiliary. Turbo. Okay, so I can't pick that one here. Wasn't there another one? Why isn't that picked? Where's it?
I wonder what it's like.
Nope, not doing that one yet.
Got there beyond our little community.
Keeping a 200-year-old? Keep running is no easy task.
Port turbo pump. There. Wasn't it only showing starboard turbo pump, or was I just blind? I mean, okay. That one's done. Now, turn the plasma runoff inhibitor to 5%. That was the one back here, wasn't it? And then the last one. Decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly. There we go.
Looks like everything is good to go on both your end and mine. Can you go inform the captain while they're finishing the installation? Thanks.
I thought I could walk around the edge of that room.
We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
This is not the ship I would want to grow up on, that's for sure.
Stay out of trouble. Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
Alright, I'm gonna wake her up.
We didn't believe anyone would be out here, but I'm glad for it. Well, well, it would appear we have the means to go nearly anywhere now, thanks to you. The engineers even upgraded our communications equipment so we can speak with passing ships. Turns out it was a pretty easy fix. Thank you again for all you've done.
All right.
Without you, we'd most likely be stuck. But you went above and beyond. I'll make sure people tell tales of your generosity for as long as our society lives. I don't know if we can ever fully repay you. Thank you again.
Antique piggy bank. Soccer ball. Earth basketball. That's or a hockey stick? That's what I got for this quest? Come on. I just gave up $40,000 for that. Oh well, fair enough. It's worth $6,000. That's worth a lot of shit, actually. Damn. That's a nice handgun, actually. I think I'm gonna... Let's put these both on here. Shotgun. This can go here. Here, shotgun. Beat can go. That's a decent looking gun. I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting
Now that we know there are other people
bit
out there.
more out of that, considering I paid 40 grand.
Never seen a ship like yours before.
No, that was cool. A different mission.
Careful waving that fancy gun around. You don't need to see what it can do.
Excuse me.
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that.
All right.
As that was, it's good to be back.
Now, these are all the finished ones, so I don't care about that. Activities. I want to do that. I want to do... Oh yeah, these are survey the planets. This is not actually a main story quest. We'll do that in another mission. For right now, we're gonna head back to New Atlantis. And we're gonna pick up Sam Coe and start the Freestar mission. Ugh. Yeah. Did the fast travel thing. I should have done it the other way. To be fair, I'm glad that they added in the ability to fast travel like that. It does cut down on the feeling of scale to the building, to the world, though.
This place is a delightful relic tangled up with hope, grit, and science.
What's that? Wait a second. Hold on. I want to see what this is going to be. Obviously, they've moved somewhere else. So, you know what? No. We'll check that out after. We're going to talk to Sam Coe.
Home sweet home. Or bittersweet home, I suppose.
You ready to leave?
Do it.
Okay. We'll meet you on board your ship. Talk more when we get there. Once we land on Aquila, it's gonna be you and me. So if you want to do any freewheeling before then, Cora and I will just be riding passenger.
Okay. So that means that I gotta talk to him.
Appreciate the lift. And once we touch down in Aquila, we'll talk more.
Excusez-moi. Ah, good. I have to meet up with a contact to discuss a... you don't need the details. But anyway, this works for me.
Okay, I got it. Sam Coe is my active companion. Sad thing is, I lose Barrett's beefs to the ship. I do want to complete all of their quests, though. That's for certain. Here, let's.
The star system Cheyenne is what you're looking for. Planet of Aquila.
Okay.
Lay it on me.
Oh my god, yeah, because we've been there. Alright, fine. Travel right to Aquila City.
Taking a look at your file. Bounty hunter. Alright, just keep the chaos to a minimum. No collateral
Ah,
damage,
Sam is
okay?
still on the ship. This is still New Atlantis. I thought we fast traveled to Aquila City. That was weird.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
Yes, I will be scanned as I enter the city. I'm not gonna lie, that is cool. The ships are coming and going. It's not just the sounds. I mean, yeah, it is just a background thing, but, you know, it makes it seem like this is a busy spaceport. I like it. No, I didn't lose his stuff. He's still assigned to the ship. Nice. There's Sam up there. Okay.
Hey, Dad. Want to hear a poem I wrote? It's called a haiku. I just read about them.
A haiku, huh? Well, sounds exciting. Let's hear it.
Okay. It's called Space. Space is cold and dark. Starships fly there like comets, carrying us home.
Not bad. Hey, will you write it down so I can carry a copy with me?
I'll copy down too. You know how you lose things. I still don't know how you lost that picture of Nibbles the comet-eating bunny.
We'll try to keep out of your hair while we're en route. Yes, indeed. Take it.
So he must just automatically join me when we get to Aquila. Okay.
Let's get out there and do something new today, shall we?
Off we go on a new adventure.
Liftoff looks good.
You know, I swear I put hundreds and hundreds of hours into Skyrim. I know I'm going to do the same with this game. This is going to be on my hard drive for a
Red
long
Apogee,
time.
surrounded by stars and the vastness of space.
Yeah, see, I'm out in space. I want to do the actual flying, but it just takes me to land. Set course. There we go. Jump. I want to at least feel like I'm traveling through space a little bit.
I will never get tired of
This is
that.
Freestar Space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Now we'll land. Yes, I added in an extra step I don't need to, but it makes the game more immersive. The constant fast travel from one point to another instantly, You want to go into space in a space game.
All right, we're here. You ready? Because once we get started, I'm gonna be riding your tail till this is over. There's something you should know up front. I'm a Ko. As in Solomon Ko, first man on Aquila. That tale I mentioned before, the one I think is connected to an artifact, it's something of a family legend. After planetfall, Solomon spent years mapping Aquila, and he found a tiny little patch of nothing on his sensors. The kind of nothing an artifact produces. He called it the Empty Nest. Said it was a place even the wildlife of Aquila wouldn't go. Because you'll find a whole lot of nothing. Gravitational anomalies are a little hard to pick up in an area with tons of starship traffic. Not to mention all the electronics from the city, and security scramblers that the Freestar or smugglers out on the frontier put down. Yeah, and the Coast have been coasting on that for 10 generations now. Solomon's always a larger-than-life figure if you read the histories, but if you just listen to a few recordings of the man, he was simple. Just wanted to keep moving forward.
I have to say it.
Okay. Smartass. This is why I don't like bringing it up. Solomon's maps are locked up tight in the local gal bank. We'll be heading there.
All right, folks, and that is going to be that for this episode. 5 minutes more would have been the 2-hour mark anyway, and we want to start this quest off fresh for the next episode. So I hope you enjoyed that, folks. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If not, give me a thumbs down. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe if you're new to help me grow the channel. And until next time, I've been Rage at Games, and I'll see you in the next one.